Are you wondering what discovery call questions to ask so that you're turning more of your conversations into clients? Well, stick around. I'm going to share the 5 discovery call questions that I used to make over 100K in 2 months. Hey there, health and wellness coaches. I'm Nick, your sales coach, your discovery call authority, and your exactly what to say certified guide. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 discovery call questions to ask so that more of your conversations are turning into clients. Before we get started, I'm going to give you a bonus tip. Don't wait until the objection happens to figure out how to handle it. Bring out the objections early. I mean, the 3 biggest objections are time, money, and another person needs to be a part of the decision-making process. So don't wait for that to come up in the conversation. Bring it out early by asking a good question. So knowing that those are the 3 top objections that we're going to hear, let's find out if any of them might stand in the way of that person making a decision. Let me use one of the questions that I use to do that. Here's what I ask. What might stand in the way of you making a decision today? I mean, why not just get straight to the point? Okay, another great discovery call question to ask is finding out what will happen if the person doesn't take action today. What will happen if you don't take action on this today? Another way you could ask this, there are 2 types of people, those who take action and those who stay in the same place. How would it feel 3 months from now to know you're still in the same place? So basically what you're finding out is how would it feel X months from now to still be in the same place? And whatever that X is, it's the length of your program. There's a bonus tip for you. So however long your program is, ask the person in the conversation, how would it feel to know you're still in the same place 6 months from now? Now, I bet you're a bit like me and you've heard the money objection a lot of times, right? We've all heard it. But here's the thing. We can't give our power away to it and all of a sudden go, oh my gosh, they can't afford it. Okay, I'm going to give up. What we need to do is shift their perspective a little bit. And this next question that I'm going to share with you allows you to do that. If they're telling you that maybe your service is too expensive or they don't know if they have the money, what I want you to shift their focus to is, number 1, maybe all the places that they're already spending money trying to solve the problem, or number 2, the cost of staying where they are. One way I like to ask that is, have you considered all the places you're already spending money trying to do something about this? A lot of times people don't realize they're already putting money towards this and it's not giving them the results that they want. So shifting their perspective a little bit, gosh, I am already putting money into this and I'm not getting the results that I want. Another way to ask this, have you considered the cost of staying where you are? By the way, if these questions are helpful for you so far, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment and let me know which of these questions you're going to use next on your discovery call. Oh, by the way, I have a bonus 6th question that's really powerful and really counterintuitive. So stick around to the very end so you get that question too. All right, question 4 is also a great question to use when the conversation comes to money and investment. And if somebody's saying, oh, this is a really big investment or this feels like a lot of money, you can say, listen, I totally understand that. There is an investment, obviously, to our work together. What is your experience with some of the less expensive options? What have you tried that's less expensive? And how has that worked out for you? What you want to do is help them see that they have tried some less expensive solutions. And what you'll probably find out is they bought a course and never did it, or they joined a gym and didn't go. So you'll help them see that, gosh, when I tried to do it in a way that saved me money, I didn't really get results that way either. So again, this is a great way to keep the conversation open, keep them talking and help shift their perspective so that they start to come to a conclusion of, wow, maybe this is something that I need to try out. Maybe this is something that I need to give a chance. All right, and question number 5 is when somebody's kind of hemming and hawing, you know what I mean? Like when they're on the fence and they're like, oh, I want to do this, but oh, I'm scared, but oh, and they're just kind of going back and forth. What I like to do is help them discern between what's really happening. In that moment, they've already made a decision. They want to do the thing. They want to invest in you. They want to work with you because if they didn't, and they for sure knew that they didn't, they'd say no and they'd be off the call. So in that moment, they're struggling, but what they're not struggling with is a decision. They're struggling with giving themselves permission to make that decision. You know, I hear you've made a decision and that you do really want to do something about this. What is it that's standing in the way of you giving yourself permission? And that distinguishes between decision and permission. They've already made a decision. They know what they want to do. They're not giving themselves permission to do it, or it's very difficult to give themselves permission to do it. Helping them see the difference between those two is really powerful. And now we are at the bonus 6th question. I told you it's really powerful and it's really counterintuitive. And it kind of is on the heels of what I was just sharing with you in the 5th question, when somebody is just have made a decision, but they're struggling to give themselves permission to do it. This is another point in the conversation where I like to use this bonus 6th question. And when somebody's struggling to make that decision or to give themselves permission, what are their 2 choices really in this moment? Yes, to give themselves permission to move forward, or no, to stay where they are. So I like in that moment to find out, why is no not an option for you? And so I'll ask that. I hear that this is a tough decision for you, and maybe you're, kind of going back and forth right now. What's holding you back from just saying no? And let them answer. Whenever you ask these questions, you're asking them because you want an answer. So your job is to shut up and listen. And they will reveal things in their answers that they need to hear and you need to hear. And trust me, that question I just shared with you is really powerful. And what they're going to say is, because I don't want to say no, because I want this, I need this, I can't figure it out on my own, I haven't been able to get the results that I want yet. They're going to tell you all the reasons why they know they want to work with you. That's why it's a really powerful question. And that's also why it's counterintuitive. You're just asking, well, why isn't it just no? I don't know. We're sitting here having a conversation. I'm just curious. Why aren't you just saying no? What's keeping you in the game? What's making you want to do this? That's really what you're asking in a very powerful way. Listen, if you want more tips on discovery calls, make sure you watch my How to Improve Your Discovery Calls in 12 Minutes video, which I'm going to link right here. And also, if you really like this, subscribe to my channel because I put out a new video on discovery calls every week. All right, I'll see you next time.